series worldwide. National content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Hello and welcome to Millennium Sports World. Today we have brought local and international sports stories including ICC World Cup, basketball, baseball, auto race, tennis, world soccer and some more sports news. So let's see what's waiting in today's sports world. At first, let's have ICC World Cup stories. Australia have pulled off an upset by beating host and undefeated tournament favourites India by 6 wickets to win the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 in Ahmedabad and extend their staggering record of title wins to 7. The calm but experienced Australian side sailed to a comfortable win despite losing 3 early wickets in their run chase at a packed Narendra Modi Stadium on Sunday evening. Middle-order batter Travis Head scored 137 runs from 120 balls and Marnus Labuschagne scored 58 from 110 balls as Australia cruised home. It brought a trophy to captain Pat Cummins and his team, who were not deemed favourites to win when the tournament began more than 6 weeks ago. Indeed, Australia and India opened their campaigns against each other in Chennai on October 8, when star India batter Virat Kohli combined with KL Rahul to steer his team's chase of a moderate total and get their first win of the tournament. India were in a similar situation in Ahmedabad, where Kohli and Rahul once again came together for a rescue act. However, India's batting collapse on the biggest stage saw them put up a paltry target of 241 at the end of 50 overs. Australia's bowlers, led by Mitchell Starc's brilliant display of fast bowling with figures of 3 for 55 in his 10 overs, kept the Indian batting powerhouse at bay with regular dismissals. Captain Cummins ended with figures of 234 in 10 overs, while fellow seamer Josh Hazlewood had 2 for 60 in his 10 overs. India captain Rohit Sharma admitted his team were not good enough after slumping to a 6-wicket loss to Australia in the World Cup final in Ahmedabad. The hosts, who came in undefeated into the title clash with 10 wins, were bowled out for 240, a total Australia overhauled in 43 overs, with Travis Head smashing 137 in Ahmedabad. The result shattered India's dreams of ending a global title drought stretching back to the 2013 Champions Trophy. I mean, the result hasn't gone our way and we know that we were not good enough on the day. But proud of the team, Rohit said after the loss. It wasn't supposed to be. Honestly, 20 to 30 more runs would have been good. I thought when KL and Virat were batting, we were looking at 270 to 280 at that point and we kept losing wickets. Rohit hit a quick-fire 47 before Australia hit back with wickets and bowled out the hosts in 50 overs despite 50s from Virat Kohli and KL Rahul. Australia slipped to 47 for 3, but the left-handed Travis Head stood firm and put on 192 runs with Marnus Labuschagne, who made an undefeated 58. With 240 on the board, we wanted early wickets, but credit to Travis Head and Marnus, said Rohit. They put us completely out of the game and I thought the wicket got better to bat under lights. I mean, we knew under lights it would be better but don't want to give that as an excuse. Indian legends Ravi Shastri and Sanjay Manjrekar say the toss and conditions beat the host in the World Cup final. Australia won the toss and elected to bowl first, running out winners by 6 wickets in front of a stunned Ahmedabad crowd on Sunday as the chase of 241 turned into a stroll. India struggled to get the ball away, having been put in twice going more than an hour without a boundary in their innings, and were bowled out for the first time in the tournament. It was a slow surface, Shastri said. The Australians looked at the surface before the game started and were all very concerned. They made the right choice at the toss and I thought they bowled magnificently. They used the slowness of the surface early on. The way they bowled to Suryakumar Yadav towards the end was brilliant as well. They know him so well they realized he uses pace and the pace of the ball to destroy attacks. They gave him absolutely no pace, nothing to hit with, Shastri told the official ICC broadcast. Former wicketkeeper Manjrekar, who played 11 times for India, was in complete agreement alongside Shastri. The match was so much about conditions, and when Australia won the toss, they went against the conventional wisdom of bat first and put runs on the board, he said. They stuck to cricketing logic, the reality of today and the pitch that they saw. Now let's have latest tennis story. Top-ranked Novak Djokovic won a record-breaking 7th ATP Finals title with a straight-set victory over home favorite Yannick Sinner on Sunday. Djokovic took 1 hour 43 minutes to win 6-3, 6-3 as the Serbian continues to break records at the age of 36. Djokovic entered the match tied with Roger Federer on 6 titles at the season-ending tournament for the year's top 8 players, and he stretched out his arms and beamed broadly after clinching his 7th when Sinner double faulted. The victory had echoes of the clinical way Djokovic dispatched second-ranked Carlos Alcaraz in Saturday's semi-final encounter. It was his 4th win over Sinner, who had recorded a first-ever victory against Djokovic in the group stage in Turin and was the first Italian to reach the final. But Djokovic was in imperious form on Sunday and won 14 straight points from the end of the first set to the third game of the second to leave him firmly in control and subdue the Turin crowd. Djokovic had already secured the year-end #1 ranking for a record-extending 8th time by winning his opening match at the ATP Finals. After this tournament, Djokovic will become the first player to hold the #1 ranking for 400 weeks, with Roger Federer at 310, the only other man to eclipse the 300-week mark. It was also only the second time in the last 15 years that a player has made the finals of all 4 Grand Slam tournaments and the ATP Finals. The only previous occasion was when Djokovic did it in 2015. Now let's have latest basketball story. When Golden State's Andrew Wiggins hit a go-ahead three-pointer with fewer than 2 seconds remaining in regulation, it seemed to be the difference that the Warriors had been searching for all game long. Instead, the Thunder forced overtime with a frenzied sequence. As the final 1.6 seconds ticked down, Oklahoma City rookie Chet Holmgren grabbed the inbound pass and knocked down a game-tying shot from deep to beat the final buzzer. It felt like a movie in the moment, Thunder guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said. Gilgeous-Alexander had 40 points, 6 rebounds and 6 assists, and the Thunder sent the Warriors to their 6th straight loss with a 130-123 overtime victory on Saturday night. The Thunder outscored the Warriors 13-6 in the extra period to seal back-to-back wins at Chase Center and secured the season series 2-1. Holmgren scored a season-high 36 points and added 10 rebounds and 5 assists, and Jalen Williams had 22 points and 6 rebounds. Isaiah Joe's streak of consecutive made three-pointers that began with his 7-for-7 showing on Thursday ended at 8 in a row with a buzzer beater to close out the first quarter. He finished the night with 10 points. Now it's time for latest baseball story. Aaron Nola is returning to the Philadelphia Phillies on a 7-year deal, according to a person familiar with the agreement. The person spoke to the Associated Press on Sunday on condition of anonymity because the deal is pending a physical. ESPN and others reported the right-hander's contract is worth $172 million. He is the first big-name starting pitcher to come off the board among this year's free agents, a group including Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Sonny Gray, Jordan Montgomery, and Eduardo Rodriguez. The 30-year-old Nola was a first-round draft pick by the Phillies in 2014, debuted with Philadelphia the next year and has been there his entire career. He has been one of baseball's most durable pitchers, a valuable commodity with the modern stress on big league bullpens. He also has postseason experience. Nola made at least 32 starts and pitched at least 180 two-third innings in 5 of the last 6 years. The exception was the pandemic-shortened 2020 season. Nola went 12-9 with a 4.46 ERA in 32 starts with Philadelphia this year, finishing with 202 strikeouts in 193 two-third innings. He had a 4.63 ERA in 2021 and a 4.78 ERA in 2016 in his only other years in that vicinity. His career mark is 3.72. Nola helped Philadelphia secure an NL wild card in 2023 and then went 3-1 with a 2.35 ERA in 4 playoff starts. The Phillies were eliminated by Arizona in the NL Championship Series. Now it's time for latest golf story. Nicolai Huygo claimed the biggest title of his career Sunday after running off 5 straight birdies down the stretch to overhaul Tommy Fleetwood and to win the season-ending World Tour Championship by 2 strokes on the European Tour. The 22-year-old Dane delivered a clinic in iron play to set up close-range birdies from numbers 13 to 17, shoot 8 under 64 and finish the tournament on 21 under par. Fleetwood, playing in the final group, bogeyed number 17 so had to eagle the par 5 last hole. His third shot settled beyond the flag, prompting Huygo to celebrate in the scoring hut. He has won a tournament for 3 consecutive years on the European Tour, but this was easily his biggest and earned him $3 million. Coming off the back of being a rookie in the winning European team at the Ryder Cup outside Rome last month, it has been a perfect end to the year to one of the most highly rated young players on the continent. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium Sports Hour. Now let's have latest auto race story. Red Bull's Max Verstappen sang Viva Las Vegas after racing to a record-extending 18th victory of the season and joining Sebastian Vettel in third place on Formula One's all-time winners list. The triumph on a spectacular Saturday night in Sin City was the 53rd of the triple champion's career and 6th in a row, and came after a 5-second penalty for forcing Ferrari's Charles Leclerc off track at the start and then a collision with Mercedes' George Russell. Leclerc finished second after starting in pole position, losing and regaining the lead and then losing it again before passing Sergio Perez on the final lap to deny Red Bull a 7th 1-2 of the season. The win was Red Bull's 20th in 21 races, another record for a single season, and delivered the racing that had risked being swamped in a wave of hype as Vegas hosted a Grand Prix for the first time since the 1980s. It also completed a sweep of 3 US wins in 2023 for their 26-year-old Dutch driver, who was also dominant in Miami and Austin. Verstappen, who had been the Las Vegas Grand Prix's biggest critic before the race, had to admit that it was a success. Now let's have latest world soccer stories. England midfielder Jude Bellingham has been awarded the 2023 Golden Boy Award after a stunning start to life at Real Madrid. The 20-year-old beat Bayern Munich winger Jamal Musiala and RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons to pick up the award that recognizes players under the age of 21. Bellingham is the top scorer in La Liga with 10 goals in 11 matches and has netted another 3 in as many appearances in the Champions League after moving to the Spanish capital from Borussia Dortmund in June for a reported initial fee of €103 million. I would like to thank everyone that has been part of my journey so far at Birmingham, Dortmund and now Madrid. It wouldn't be possible without them, Bellingham said on Friday. Lastly and most importantly, my family, who give me the support, motivation and love every day to keep striving. Now I have this prestigious award. I want to keep going. I want to keep pushing the limits of my potential and hopefully many more trophies to come. Madrid's Colombian forward Linda Caicedo won the Golden Girl Award. Kylian Mbappe scored a hat-trick in France's record-breaking 14-0 thrashing of 10-man Gibraltar as the Netherlands, Switzerland and Romania booked their places at Euro 2024 on Saturday. Le Bleu set a new record margin of victory in European qualifying and a national record in Nice. Ethan Santos' own goal and Marcus Thuram had already opened the floodgates before 17-year-old Warren Zaire-Emery scored. That was Zaire-Emery's last contribution as the PSG midfielder was forced off with an ankle injury, but a red card for Santos after just 18 minutes allowed the World Cup finalists to run amok. Mbappe's penalty made it 4-0 and Jonathan Klaus, Kingsley Coman and Youssouf Fofana all scored before halftime. Adrien Rabiot, Coman again and Ousmane Dembele kept the score taking over before Mbappe struck twice to seal his hat-trick in style. The France captain lobbed Dale Curling from just inside the Gibraltar half to register his 300th career goal aged just 24. We did everything to make this score happen. That is the ambition that there is in this team, said France boss Didier Deschamps. Just one goal was enough to ensure the Dutch joined France in qualifying from Group B with a 1-0 victory over the Republic of Ireland. Wout Weghorst's powerful drive separated the sides in Amsterdam in what is likely to be Irish boss Stephen Kenny's final competitive game in charge. Serbia locked up its spot at Euro 2024 after drawing 2-2 with Bulgaria in their final European Championship qualifier on Sunday. The already qualified Hungary also beat Montenegro 3-1, led by midfielder Dominik Szoboszlai's brace. Serbia needed a draw or for Montenegro to not beat Hungary to advance to next year's tournament in Germany. There was a moment when Serbia appeared to be in trouble after Montenegro went ahead 1-0 against Hungary, while Bulgaria led Serbia 2-1. But Serbia defender Srdan Babic's equalizer in the 82nd ensured that it needed no help. Hungary finished Group G with 18 points. Serbia was second with 14 and Montenegro third with 11. Hungary secured its place on Thursday when it won at Bulgaria. The match was marred by violence when local fans clashed with police on the streets of Sofia during a protest over the management of the National Soccer Union. Kelechi Iheanacho equalized to salvage a 1-1 draw for Nigeria against Zimbabwe on Sunday, as both sides opened their World Cup qualifying campaigns with 2 consecutive draws. Zimbabwe, hosting games in Rwanda because of a lack of suitable stadiums at home, took the lead in the 26th minute through a free kick by forward Walter Musona, who hammered the ball into the top corner from 30 yards out. The better side in the first half, Zimbabwe appeared unfazed by the opposition's pedigree, knocking the ball around confidently and defending solidly when out of possession. Nigeria came into the game in the second half, though Zimbabwe also had chances to win the game. Leicester City forward Iheanacho, a second-half substitute for the Super Eagles, scored the equalizer in the 67th with a clinical finish inside the box after he was set up by captain Moses Simon. In their opening matches, Zimbabwe drew 0-0 away to Rwanda on Wednesday, while Nigeria was surprisingly held to a 1-1 at home draw by Lesotho on Thursday. The result leaves both teams on 2 points in Group C, 1 point behind leader South Africa, which has a game in hand. Rode on by huge support in Berlin's Olympiastadion, Turkey came from behind to beat Germany 3-2 in a friendly that seemed more like a home game for the visitors on Saturday. Foreign-born players scored all 3 goals for Turkey. The French-born Youssouf Seri got the winner from the penalty spot in the 71st minute, after German-born Kenan Yildiz and Dutch-born Ferdi Kadıoğlu had scored before the break. Supporters carrying Turkey's distinctive red flag outnumbered their German counterparts in a city that's home to a large community of people with Turkish roots. Most are descendants of Turkish guest workers who arrived in what was West Germany to help rebuild the post-war economy. Many came to West Berlin and continued to shape the reunified city. There was a heavy police presence for Saturday's match, including water cannon and other riot management vehicles. Fighting broke out among some fans near the media area early in the second half. At least one man was left mopping up a bloody nose. Erdogan was in Berlin the day before for a tense visit following his criticism of a staunch German ally Israel. He didn't stay for the game. Both Germany and Turkey have qualified for Euro 2024, the former as host. That's all in today's sports world. Keep watching Millennium Sports World for latest sports update. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all types of informative and entertainment program. Thank you.